everyone, what is up? How are you doing? It's Berlin with another video for you. Sorry, I've got no hair and makeup on today. I'm just kind of chilling out at home, getting ready for like the next couple of days. You know, just been food shopping and stuff like that today. It's just been one of those kind of days, you know, where you're going out and getting all the bits you need and stuff like that. So now I'm sitting down to make this video about Tana Mongeau, because Tana Mongeau is once again in a little bit of controversy. When is she not? Honestly, I didn't know if I was going to cover this, but I decided to cover it because she's in a little bit of controversy. She's kind of been on a bit of a press run, doing a few different podcasts and things, and there's been a little bit of tea spilt. So let's get into it. If you guys aren't aware, there has been some beef going on with Tana Mongeau and her ex, Bella Thorne. Bella Thorne recently put out a song all about Tana Mongeau that is called Stupid Fucking Bitch. Tana and Bella have been throwing shade at each other. They've been duetting on TikToks, being shady to each other. This one I'm going to show you, Tana responded to this TikTok that Bella put up saying, oh, you know, Tana wishes she was a celebrity or something like that. Tana decided to respond to it sitting on the toilet.
Fucking bitch, but you already know this, and you let me see your kiss, but I'm still not over.
Oh my god.
You wanted me for fun.
No way. Hold on, no, am I reading this right? Hold on.
The way you bite your lower lip.
You are too much. You are funny. No, she's
funny. In a ditch, but I'm not over it.
No.
I'm not over it. 'Cause I'm a super fucking bitch. I'm a super fucking bitch.
Much.
To me, I just think this is really funny. I love it. I absolutely love it. It is petty, it is shady, and it's just funny to me. I just think this is stupid, petty, silly, bitchy girl shade, and I love it. I absolutely love it. This is funny. Now, it got even funnier when Tana went on the BFFs podcast yesterday. That was uploaded. I watched it so you don't have to, because honestly, most of the podcast was kind of boring, if I'm honest. It was kind of dull, dare I say. Honestly, it just didn't really do anything for me. But I think that might be because I've been kicking around on this planet for some 37 years, and a lot of the conversation revolved around their sex lives, and it was all quite sexualized. But to be honest, it's hard to shock me when it comes to that kind of thing. Being around for 37 years on this planet will do that to you. You know, I've had my experiences, I've had my life, and there was just nothing that was really that juicy in this whole podcast, if I'm honest. But I did watch it, and they were playing a game that was called Smash or Pass. So, you know, would you fuck the person or would you not? You know, who came up? Oh, only Bella Thorne.
What a world. Well, we know that. I mean,
hard pass, would box.
you don't like her now.
You would box her?
We are feuding
about her.
We're fighting currently. She just made a song about me called Stupid Fucking Bitch. That's the name of the song. An entire music video where she employed the girl she's currently fucking to play me, and then smashes a cake in her face. Like, just like, has been coming for me so much, but
I have enough respect for you where I could almost see this being like a work where like you guys are going to be like now one of these celebrity fights and make $1 gazillion.
I definitely would. I'm not going to lie. I don't know where she stands, and I'm not going to lie. The beef is also like a little real, but also that makes it fun. Like Jake's and KSI's, or Logan and KSI's beef was like a little real. Like that is what kind of makes it.
Honestly, I think this beef between Tana and Bella is just quite funny. It's entertaining to me. It's tickling me. It's just funny. I don't know why. It is just funny. I think they're both doing it for the attention, but it's giving me a laugh. Honestly, it is making me laugh. I think it's funny, and I'm going to leave that there because next they moved on to Tana's ex, Jake Paul. And she had quite a bit to say about Jake Paul, kind of saying that, you know, she still loved him, but like a best friend more than like, you know, a sexual partner or a romantic partner. She still kind of likes him, loves him as a best friend, but they were toxic for each other and all this. So I'm going to play you the clip of her response about Jake Paul.
In terms of clout farming, where does this fall on the scale?
At this point, or just in general?
Just the whole thing.
Huh?
The whole fake wedding and all that.
Jake Paul.
Now it's hard because obviously no, did we get legally married? No, that was a fake wedding. There's nothing you could say to ever say it wasn't, I guess, you know? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, we were like, yes, we feel this, like, this is a vibe, like, let's do it, let's make this video, this is crazy, all this stuff is crazy, like, you know what I mean? But, like, the emotion of it all, like, was real. It's still real. Like, it's real for me. It always will be real. I, like, love Jake more than anyone I've ever loved, and, like, probably always will love him. I guess that's, like, big T. I'll stop.
Yeah, geez, that just got super deep. That just went.
But I think that when you're, like, stuck in a lot of life with someone, I love him now so much more as, like, a best friend. You know what I mean? Like, I think that sometimes you have to decide that you and someone would be better off as PFFs, you know?
Well played.
As friends, because it can get a little toxic and stuff like that. And I think we're also both in places of our life where it's like, you know, I care about him so much that it's like I could marry him. I did. So it's like
fake married.
Like, but we're not in a place of life where it's like either one of us could expect loyalty. We're both very open people. Like, there's just so many factors that I think make it where it's like, okay, like, we should be friends. And maybe that's more so from my side. I don't know. You know,
I mean, you're getting deep. There's something there. It's like getting deeper.
No,
All right.
I really just do love him. I think that as time goes on, like, I look at Jake as like someone who's never done me wrong, someone who's always been there for me, someone if I killed someone I could call. Like, there is a point where now it's like, of course I can make all the jokes. Like, I wish it was for clout. It would literally have been easier on my fucking heart. Like, but I'm also honest about it at this point. Like, I think that so many of the things, like, business-wise that I'm doing right now, like, if I'd never met him, I would have never, like, gained that knowledge, made those connections, learned those things. I think I would be, like, a lot dumber. I could have seen myself falling off. I think he was the first person to really teach me how to make this, like, a business as well. You know what I mean, too? Like, it just... Yeah. And it's like when someone does exactly what you do and they understand everything that you go through and like the scandals and the pain, like family lives. And don't get me wrong, that's trauma bonding. Yet another reason that we should be friends. But like, regardless, to have someone like by your side that understands what you're going through, I think Josh can obviously attest to this as well. Like, it's rare to meet someone who like gets the struggles of your life, you know? So it's like when you do, you're like, shit, that's dope.
So we know the whole wedding between Tana and Jake was a setup. You know, it was all done for views, for YouTube, for the video, all of that shit. It was all publicity for both of them. But they've clearly grown, you know, a real kind of organic friendship out of it. And that's cool. You know, that is cool. As she said, you know, you've got someone who gets you, and that's really nice, you know. I mean... Should they have gotten married? Probably not. But, you know, it was a fake marriage anyway. So who cares, honestly? But I think it was quite nice that Tana was quite sort of mature and quite open and honest in that response about Jake. You know, she could have just gone on there and trashed him. But she seemed to me quite genuine and to be quite genuine about their friendship, and I think that's really nice. Then they moved on to speaking about Addison Rae.
Addison Rae.
I know people want the tea. Smash, absolute smash. I would die to hook up with her, but I know that is like scandalous to say now. You know, like, I ship her and Bryce. Like,
No, but you've been pretty public saying you're gonna like steal Addison. That's what you've been putting out.
Really tried.
Like, in person?
Yeah, like to her?
Yeah, I've definitely spoken to her like since the getting at her in like a way. And what's dope about I could never figure it out with Addison but she's probably just nice, right? Like, there's no way she was flirting back with me. Like, that's what it all comes back down to. I'm like, there's a part of me where I'm like, okay, but like, she's clearly just like, that's so sweet. Like, of course I'm hot. I'm a Kardashian. Like, it's not like she's like, oh yeah, I want to fuck Tana.
I think she's a clout farmer. I think she's smart and I don't have anything, but I think she's smart enough to know, like, playing a little bit along could be like just good. Like, she's just building her like persona.
Some tea in that, because Tana is famous for splitting up a relationship. You know, she's known for that. So for her to say, oh yeah, you know, I definitely do Addison Rae, knowing that Addison Rae is with Bryce Hall, that is a little bit controversial. But other than that, there really wasn't any kind of tea in the podcast. Only those bits that I've showed you. So now you don't have to watch it. Aren't I kind to you? Anyway, moving on. There is something a little bit darker with Tana that has come out, and that is about the Jay Alvarez sex tape that was filmed a year ago. Oh boy, this one is apparently Tana has known for a year that this sex tape was going to be leaked. So Tana knew that this sex tape of her friend was going to be leaked for a year. A year. I'm sorry, but if that was my friend and they didn't tell me, I would not take that well. I would be fucking pissed. Can you imagine? Like, this was on the Zane Heath podcast, by the way. Tana went on there and she said she'd known about this for a year. That did shock me. Although it's hard to shock me, that did. Because honestly, like I said, if that was a friend of mine who, you know, knew that a tape of me fucking someone was coming out, was going to be leaked for a whole year and they didn't tell me, that is like the ultimate betrayal. That is really quite dark and disturbing. It's revenge porn as well. So that is really, really not morally good at all. That is quite shocking.
I've been known it was going to come out. He called me and was like, should I release a sex tape? The girl Sveta is actually my really good friend.
Well, like
we bonded over Jay being like a
that was
weird
filmed a
boyfriend.
year ago.
Yeah,
it took that long to edit, or oh my god.
No,
I think debating putting it up.
Jay was just debating on if he wanted to do that to his like career. Maybe I don't really know.
It didn't even look like it did anything to his brand. Like, I mean, I looked it up and it was barely even able to be located. But I found it.
I think the thing is, like, if it looks like it was done on purpose or something like really good, it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, that was great, awesome. But if it looks like something that shouldn't have been out, then people are going to be more inclined to
capitalize on it.
If it was like, oh my god, this, you could tell this is not supposed to be seen.
It's kind of like James Charles's like ass picture that like got like leaked, and he immediately posted. He's like, oh, this is the picture, by the way, and nobody cared anymore. It's like when you get in front of it first and you do it yourself. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. I had my nudes leaked
when I was like 19, and the first thing I did was sell hoodies. I put that shit. I was sending them to Lil Xan. You can look it up. I swear to God, I was sending ass pics to Lil Xan.
That's so funny.
My iCloud got hacked. My ass pic got leaked. Worst ass pic ever. I sold it on a hoodie that said leaked.
So you can see Tana is taking this whole situation as a joke. Like, but she said, oh, you know, I'm friends with the girl in the tape, this Russian girl. So like, if you're friends with that girl, and you didn't have the decency to tell her that her sex tape was going to be leaked, that is some fucked up friendship. Like, really, girl code out the window. Like, what the fuck, Tana? You know, and the fact that Tana laughs and jokes about that, for me, that's serious. You know, that is dark and that is serious. That's not something that you should really joke about. You know, that definitely is one that I'm like, ew, you know, Tana, no, I don't like this one, you know, no, this leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, no, for a whole year, and not to tell the poor girl. I'm like, what? How can you do that? That is so fucking rude. I'm shocked about that one. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop this video here. So I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. Have a great evening, day, night, whatever it is where you are. And I will see you on the next one. Sorry I look so hideous today. No makeup or anything yet. But I will see you very soon. And I will be in a look next time. So take care. See you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.